Let's be honest, did you actually choose your football team, or was it, chosen for you, way before you even understood offside? Today we're jumping into that powerful, often unspoken world of inherited football loyalty. It's this passion that's woven not from choice, but from the very fabric of our families. I mean, this image just says it all, doesn't it? A father's scarf becoming a son's first jersey? That's not just about clothes. It's a rite of passage. It's the exact moment a personal preference turns into a family legacy. For so many of us, supporting a team isn't some decision we make. It's a birthright. It's as fundamental to who we are as our last name. It's not something we pick, it's just who we are. And what's really fascinating here is that this whole thing just completely bypasses logic. You don't see fans sitting down with a spreadsheet comparing a team's performance stats. No way. They're often just born into it, for better or for worse. They stick with their teams through thick and thin precisely because that bond isn't based on results. It's rooted deep in their identity. Okay, so if it's not really a choice, how exactly does this transfer happen? What's the secret sauce that turns a parent's passion into a child's lifelong devotion? Let's take a closer look at the DNA of this pretty unique inheritance. Well, the research is pretty clear on this one. It points overwhelmingly to something called the father factor. Study after study has found this incredibly powerful link between a dad's allegiance and his kids. And it makes total sense, doesn't it? All those shared moments watching matches, the endless talks about the team, those moments create these super strong bonds and directly shape who a child supports for life. And this breaks down the process so well, it's like you just absorb it. First, a kid just observes a parent's pure joy or total despair. Then they start participating in the rituals, wearing the team colors on match day. And finally, they internalize it. The team's identity gets all woven into their own family's story. And in some families, this inheritance thing goes way further, producing actual football dynasties. Just think about the Maldinis at AC Milan, 3 generations, or the Schmeichel goalkeeping legacy. And right now we're seeing it with the Bellingham brothers, who people say have the DNA of winners. It's just proof that the passion and sometimes even the talent can literally run in the family. All right, now for a bit of a plot twist. You might think that winning all the time is what creates the most loyal fans, but it turns out the research shows a much, much more powerful ingredient for true devotion: shared pain. So check this out. This finding from Oxford University is kind of mind-blowing. It's the heartbreaking losses, the almost wins, the collective agony. Those are the moments that truly forge unbreakable bonds between fans and their team. It's a paradox, for sure, but a really powerful one. And you can really see the difference here. Constant winning? Yeah, that can attract glory hunters. Fans whose loyalty only lasts as long as the winning streak. But going through defeat together creates what researchers call adversity-bonded communities, with a loyalty that's been forged in fire and is pretty much unbreakable. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to this: that shared suffering becomes part of the club's story, a tale of resilience that gets passed down through generations. The pain actually becomes a badge of honor. And then, when victory finally comes, man, it is so much sweeter because of that journey. But what happens when that deep, inherited loyalty crashes head-on with your professional duty? This brings us to the ultimate test, the professional's dilemma. Just imagine this for a second. You have spent your entire childhood dreaming of scoring for your favorite club. Now you're a pro, and your job is to score against them. How do you even wrap your head around that? Yeah, this is the professional paradox. Players have to find a way to box up all those childhood feelings and just focus on their duty to their current team. A lot of them will admit that scoring against their boyhood club brings this really weird mix of professional pride and, a quiet personal sadness. It's a huge test of maturity. But look, these threads of tradition aren't set in stone. There are all these modern forces that are actively reshaping what it even means to be a fan here in the 21st century. And there are 3 big forces at play. First up is commercialization, which is starting to treat clubs less like community anchors and more like global entertainment brands. Then you've got globalization, creating these passionate fan bases thousands of miles away. And finally, there's technology, which is totally changing how and even who we follow. So this leads to a really big question people are asking. When a local club becomes this massive global brand, does it risk watering down that deep community connection? Does a fan on another continent experience loyalty in the same way as someone who inherited their season ticket? It's really the core tension between growing the brand and preserving the soul of a club. And this new world is creating a fascinating shift. Fandom is becoming so wonderfully diverse, which is amazing for the culture. But technology also allows for this rise of player-centric loyalty. I mean, think about it. Fans who follow one superstar from club to club to club, their allegiance isn't to the jersey anymore, but to the name on the back. And that directly challenges that old-school idea of lifelong inherited club devotion. So, in this modern era, whether you're a player trying to navigate your career or a fan figuring out how to engage, the goal is kind of the same. It's about finding your own way to influence the game, to take the traditions you've inherited or adopted and add your own thread to this tapestry that's now global and way more complex than ever before. So, as we wrap this up, just ask yourself, what's the nature of your allegiance? Is it inherited? Is it chosen? Or maybe a little bit of both? And maybe more importantly, what threads of loyalty are you going to be passing on?